Welcome to the Tvhs News for the week of November 17th. My name is Yvonne Solis.
And I'm Zakiel Marsh. Let's get started.
On Tuesday night, a small plane experiencing mechanical issues made an emergency landing in south central Arizona. The people on the highway were a bit frightened seeing a plane coming toward them on a highway, but thankfully no one was injured.
The United States and China aren't just teaming up at our school, they're teaming up on climate as well. President Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping recently ironed out an agreement that will reduce carbon emissions from both countries and to stop emission growth by 2030. This joint approach could lead to a global climate agreement by 2015. Both countries are trying to use clean energy resources, such as wind and solar power, more often. The climate was not the only agreement that was made. A new agreement was made to avoid military clashes between the Chinese and American planes and airships, as well as an agreement to cut tariffs on technological products. The new deal will greatly help in the fight for the environment, as well as the U.S.-Chinese relations. A senior official for the Obama administration was quoted saying, "We hope this announcement can usher in a new day in which China and the U.S. can act much more like partners." A sentiment we here at TVHS strongly agree with. And now we go over to Weather with Melissa.
Hello TVHS. It is time to borrow our jackets, Tonopah. We can expect some nice chilly weather with highs only in the mid-70s and overnight lows in the upper 40s all week. Taking a look at the local radar, things will remain clear and no cloud cover is expected. Taking a look at the national radar, we can see a large high pressure system moving in on the eastern part of the United States. We can expect some light rain in the southern tip of Texas.
Thanks, Melissa. Now let's check out this week's life skills with Miss Tvhs.
Good morning. Hey, I know last week we said we're going to talk about compared to what, but first I want to congratulate Montana Reimer. She was the winner last week. Correctly participated, used the site at the bottom, logged in, answered, as at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier there in Arlington National Cemetery outside Washington, D.C., which used to be Robert E. Lee's family farm before the Civil War and all that kind of stuff. So, congratulations, Montana. Come see me. I'll get you a Gatorade or something. Riley, you never came and saw me last week. I guess I still owe you a Gatorade, or I guess you lose and when the next contestant, and that, you know. So to enter, use the site at the bottom. It's not that difficult. Play the game the right way. Win something from the old man here, okay? So we're going to talk about compared to what real quick. Okay, everybody in the world, everybody as we go through our daily lives, we have worries, troubles, issues, gaps, concerns, questions about where we're going, questions about where we've been, questions about our future, okay? Even at my archaic age, I still have questions about my future, okay? Because I only have 48 more years to live, or 38 more years or something. And I'm wondering, what's going to be like when I'm 93 or 94. So, but everybody has concerns. What I'm getting to is, in our daily lives, sometimes we let those concerns bother us, and we don't take the right approach to them, okay? So I want you to start thinking about my concerns compared to what, okay? So here's a real quick example. I had an assistant coach in 2008 on my USA baseball team with the 16-year-olds, and in 2009, he became the head coach, took the team to Taiwan, and I was big into using sayings and slogans and themes, and kind of like I do with you guys, and I tell them stories to my teams, and he liked it and he carried it on. In 2008, we used kind of like a thing called focus on the white ball, and that's all we worried about was focusing on the white ball. Okay, well, Coach Padron, he came up with the saying compared to what? Because when you go internationally and you play baseball in a foreign country, it's not like playing in the United States. The living conditions are different, the food is different, the mentality is different. The food is really different. Everything, the ballparks aren't the same. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable experience, but it's also an unbelievable thing to go to a country like this and figure out how good we have it in the USA. Okay? And that's why we get treated the way we do sometimes, because people are jealous of what we have, because we don't do a good job of being a sportsmanship, award winner sometimes. But to get back to the story, so he would say compared to what? So no matter how bad your meal was, no matter how bad the living conditions are, no matter how bad the weather is, or the typhoon that hits in Korea or Taiwan and this, or how bad you're playing that game, it's always compared to what? Okay? I think that was the year that they came back in about the 8th inning from being down 3 or 4 runs and ended up beating Cuba for the 2nd year in a row and winning the gold medal. Okay? So it's always compared to what? No matter how bad things get, it's always compared to what? So in our daily lives, no matter how bad things might get, and no matter how many questions we have about the future or the past, what our concerns are, what gaps we have in our personality, no matter what, it's always compared to what? Okay? No matter how bad you think your day is, there's somebody out there that is having a worse day. Okay? That's the bell. I'm out of here. Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving Day coming up. Felice Pavo.
Thank you, Mr. Tvhs. Now it's time for What's Happening with Jose.
Ni hao and good morning, Tonopians. I hope your weekend was a great one. In movie news, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 comes out November 21st. Everybody get excited. In music news, Tvhs will be performing in Tempe on November 21st. This Friday is going to be awesome. Go out this weekend and make it memorable.
Thanks, Jose. Now Miss Kirby is back with another Kirby's Corner.
That's me.
Good morning, Tonopah, and welcome back to another week. I have literally a few announcements for you today. First of all, shout out goes to Caleb Goforth for the winner of last week's Miami of Ohio questions, not to be confused with Florida. This week, I want to know who the Aggies are. So, this is kind of a trick question. If you can let me know who the Aggies are and at least 3 facts about that school or where the Aggies are, you will be the proud owner of that bag. So, don't forget juniors have the ASVAB today, and then any seniors or sophomores, if you have filled out the sign-up form, you will be taking the test today. Just wait till the announcement comes and you guys will report to the auditorium at that time. And then on another yet somewhat related note, a rep will be here tomorrow about the NROTC scholarship. This is a highly competitive scholarship, and yes, it is affiliated with the military, the Navy and Marines specifically, but it provides about $186,000 of tuition and financial benefits to those who are accepted. So if you want to learn more, please sign up via the form I send. Make sure that you come learn more information, and just learning the information does not commit you to anything. If you have questions, see me. And I just want to clear a few things up about the Ambassador Club, you guys. The Ambassadors, it's a student service organization. We are trying to make the world a better place. So whether that means Tonopah or the community or any other place, we want to do things for the betterment of mankind. You do not have to go on these trips, okay? Do not have to go on these trips if you're an ambassador. The only relation is if you want to be part of the fundraising efforts, you have to join the ambassadors to get the fundraising. But you can go on these trips. By the way, there's still some prices are set until December. So if you're considering either the Italy and Greece trip or the New York trip, come see me right away because you're going to want to figure out what you need to do to get signed up. But let me repeat that. You don't have to be an ambassador to go on these trips. Nor do you have to go on those trips to be an ambassador. Bottom line, see me, ask questions. Don't listen to everybody else, okay? My last announcement is for the seniors. We will be going to Stray Mountain Community College on December 5th to explore the community college options and what you need to do. So, sign up using the form I will email out and let me know, as usual, if you have questions. All right, Tonopah, have a great week. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Miss Kirby. Ash is back with another fabulous fun fact.
Fabulous fun facts.
Welcome back to your fabulous fun fact. Beyonce runs a mile while singing, which helps her to perform on stage without becoming exhausted. Tune in next week for another fabulous fun fact.
Thanks. Thanks, Ashley. Next up's 5 questions with the Phoenix. Let's give it over to Victoria with Mr. Orozco.
Hello, I'm Victor Martinez. Welcome with the 5 questions with the Phoenix. I have here today Mr. Orozco. He's a history teacher. So, Mr. Orozco, where were you originally from?
Originally from East LA. Grew up, lived there for most of my life. Then moved out to Arizona in 2006.
So, Mr. Orozco, what are 5 words that you describe yourself?
Formal, serious. It's hard to say in one word. Sense of humor. I try to be kind and considerate and respectful.
So, Mr. Orozco, how would you handle a student sleeping in class?
Fortunately, that doesn't happen as often as it might, but I try to reset the student, gently tap them and remind him or her that they have a responsibility, and usually that works well enough. If sometimes a student is tired or ill or something, I will try to reason and find out what's going on, but most of the time it's just a gentle reminder.
What do you like most about being a teacher?
Well, I had great experience as a student, going through my education. I had great teachers and I wanted to be like them. I've always considered it a noble profession, and I always wanted to be a teacher ever since I can remember, because I like to help people and try to make an impact.
What do you like to do outside of school?
I'd like to be with my family. I'd like to travel if I could, when I get a chance. I'd like to read, and I even like to study.
Thank you for being here with us today, Mr. Orozco.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Victoria. Next up, Tech Tip with Ashley.
Welcome back to your tech tip. Oftentimes, emails are sent out to a large group of people, especially here at Tvhs. When replying to the sender, be sure to understand the difference between reply and reply all. If you click reply all, your responses will be seen, in some cases, by everyone in the school. Save yourself from embarrassment, and please be careful which one you choose. Join us again for another tech tip.
Thanks, Ashley. Next up is Nayeli with our word of the week.
Hi, welcome back to another word of the week. My name is Nayeli. Now, in honor of our special guest from China, we're not doing a word today, but we're going to do a phrase. And this phrase is ni hao ma. It is simplified to mean, how are you? So when you see somebody, just say ni hao ma. Come back next week for another word of the week.
Thank you, Nayeli. Now the Student Council with a bunch of important announcements.
This is Julie. And this is Daisy. And we're from Student Council. On Friday, November 21st, the junior class will be having a dodgeball tournament in the gym at 5. Team must consist of 5 players. It will be $15 per team. You are guaranteed at least 2 games.
Teams are encouraged to have fun with your uniforms or costumes, and the team name that is school appropriate.
To register your team, please see Ms. Lucklider or Mr. Valdez. A tournament bracket will be posted outside of Mr. Valdez's classroom on Friday, the day of the tournament.
Winners will receive a trophy and be recognized at the next pep assembly. Come out and support your favorite team and have some fun. On behalf of Student Council
and the United Blood Service,
we would like to thank everyone who supported the blood drive on Thursday.
You helped save many lives.
That's all for our show this week. Have a great day. And remember,
Be safe, be responsible, and be respectful in everything that you do.